Yeah, learning a lot over there. That's good. All right, right now I'm so excited about this one, too. We're going to bring in, of course, attorney John O'Brien. Good to see you, John.
Good to see you.
And he's with O'Brien and Zender, the law firm. And tell us a little about what kind of law you guys practice right off the bat. I know people are watching right now, and I know they're going to have questions. We're probably going to get a whole bunch flooded in. You can't answer all those questions right now. But tell us a little bit about, what you guys do.
We do personal injury law.
Okay.
So that's when someone gets injured in an accident or by a defective product or something like that. Basically due to someone else's careless or negligence. They get hurt, they suffer a tragedy, they suffer a really bad injury, then we step in and help them.
Great. And what got you involved in this? What made you become an attorney?
Well, many years ago now.
Yeah, unfortunately, right?
30 years ago. I graduated from USC Law School and kind of followed the same path that most of my classmates did, which was to go to work in a big firm. And I ended up representing big companies against people filing lawsuits for their injuries. And I just didn't really enjoy it very much because at the end of the day, I was helping out a company's bottom line. I wasn't helping out an individual person's well-being, and it just wasn't very satisfying. So about 4 or 5 years into it, I switched and I started representing individuals and helping them, and I got so much more satisfaction out of it. I've never looked back, and that's all I've done for the last 26 years or so.
That's amazing. Yeah, you mentioned 26 years, 30 years being in there. I know people out there watching are going to be interested in someone that's got that experience, and that's what you have. How important is it to have that experience?
Oh, I think it's really important. The fact that you've tried cases, you've won cases, and you start dealing with some of the same insurance companies, the same adjusters, the same decision makers, frankly the same defense lawyers, you have to build up credibility over years in terms of, hey, this guy means what he says. If you're not going to resolve it, he's going to go to trial, and he's likely to get a really good result. You have to have that as part of your, as part of the arrows in your quiver, if you will, in order to get cases resolved for full value.
Right. Now, I see this here too, and obviously this is over the years, 30 years. You've had a lot of success out there, getting awards of over $100 million is what I've noticed there too, what I saw. That shows you guys know, obviously what you're doing. Talk about some of the big wins that you've had. If you got a couple of big wins out there, some cases.
Yeah, boy, the one that we just resolved recently during COVID, surprisingly enough, was a really satisfying result. A young couple with their children in the car. They dropped one off. This is up in Calaveras County, and they're on their way to drop off their 13-year-old daughter at her different school, and coming the other way is a driver who's drowsy. At 8:30 in the morning, he crosses over the center line and he almost amputates the dad's arm who's driving, and the little girl in back is killed. And you can imagine that's, what is a personal injury lawsuit going to achieve in that situation? The family's devastated. Their life will never be the same.
Yeah.
But that's why I enjoy doing this kind of work so much, because we step in and we do, not only do we get the case ready for trial and handle the legal part of it, but we have to take a family like that that's been devastated and try and support them in any way that we can, both emotionally, physically. In today's age with how difficult it is to navigate medical care with an HMO, sometimes we got to get folks like that to the right specialist, somebody who treats people with very serious PTSD or, extreme grief, and sometimes their HMO is not going to get them there. So we provide a whole bunch of things to help someone like that. So that case recently resolved for $18 million.
Wow.
And they deserved every penny of it.
I'm sure they did. All right, John, thanks a lot. I know we're running out of time right now. We can go on and on with more of these success stories. Let's throw up some information right now, too, on the Oz Law Firm. There it is right there, O'Brien and Zender Law Firm. Award-winning personal attorneys, 916-714-8200. John, thanks again.
Thank you.
Scott, what's coming up?